Hi, sir. So, what brings you here today?
I just came in from Sudan and I have this ulcer on my arm. I was wondering if you could tell me what it is.
Okay, as I am a nurse practitioner, family nurse practitioner student, and look at into your wound, your ulcer, I guess you have Buruli Ulcer disease, and I'm gonna call BU only.
Okay.
The diagnostic clue for this disease is based on epidemiologic, clinical features, and laboratory tests. The epidemiological is it depends on the patient lives in or has traveled to a known intimate area. And clinical feature, it can be happen, the ulcer can be happen anywhere in your body, on your body, or for any age of patient. Look at this here, this picture here.
Okay.
But mostly BU is in fact the children less than 15 years old, and most common ulcer on the upper arm,
Okay.
but it can be anywhere on your body.
Okay.
So after you diagnose about BU, I'm gonna send you to do a lab test, to do a confirmation test. Okay.
All right.
So one of these tests positive, it means you are positive diagnosed with BU disease. The test is gonna be like AFB, acid bacilli-fast, or PCR, polymerase reaction, chain reaction, and culture. Even one of these type positive, you got, it means you have this disease.
Okay, and what's the treatment plan?
You know, the treatment for this disease before year 2004, they just did surgery and wound care only. But now, with the 8 course of treatment of different combination of antibiotic like rifampicin, streptomycin, and clarithromycin, it's really good to treat for your disease. And we have another one we call surgery and wound care. It's just for they call, complementary to prevent disability only.
How many weeks is the antibiotics?
8 weeks
8 weeks.
course. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Are
good.
there any barriers to the treatment?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a good question, Mr. James. You know, there are 3 factors that barrier to the treatment. The first one is from the patient themselves. The second one is for the government involved, and the third one is geographic areas. So patient themselves, because this disease usually in, infect to the poor population that they lack of education, they lack knowledge about disease, and most of those people they don't trust Western medicine. So usually they sought traditional healer treatment. Second, because disease usually affect population that they live in rural, poor area.
Oh, okay.
So those people, they have difficult to access for healthcare and healthcare service. And another one for the government involved because you know, like Sudan, the place you just came from, they still have corruption and they have a civil war, long, prolonged civil war there. So it's not safe place.
Okay.
So we are not we don't know that all financial or equipment or transportation that we provide to support for those diseases, it can reach to those community that need it.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
And another one for geography barrier is because the area is kind of not safety and rural area. So we have difficult to send staff, send nurse, doctor, or care provider to that area because they still scared because they're not safe. Okay?
Okay. Can we prevent the disease?
Yeah, BU is an environmental disease with unknown ecologic trend. So, but we know that this disease is often in fact in the population that they live close to river, ponds, swamp or lake, something like that, right? So the first primary prevention, you have to avoid contacting that environment. Second, you can wear clothes cover or expose your body part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and another one, we can prevent disability by, like start rehabilitation right at the beginning when you do medication treatment that can prevent disability from that disease.
Okay.
And another one, because you live in United States, but you go to that country, endemic countries. So the best, I give you advice, you may get vaccine BCG to prevent that disease.
Oh, okay. There's a vaccine for this. Okay.
Yeah, but the problem is you have to repeat vaccine if you stay longer in that area. Okay?
Okay. Are there any organizations that can help prevent this endemic disease?
Oh, that's a good question, James. You know what? I think my professor, Dr. May, she's gonna like this question. Because you know what? She's especially about global health. She went a lot to Africa, and then now right now she go to Southeast Asia to help people there to provide like education to those countries. So for this disease, BU disease, CDC and WHO, like World Health Organization, they both work together to carry out a surveillance and detection of BU disease from endemic countries. The purpose of this surveillance is to identify like where the disease is and who is affected from this disease. So the CDC and WHO, they can integrate and evaluate all those data from the endemic countries for using it for evaluation, planning, and then implementation, and as well as for research.
Okay.
So, also they can support through financial and educational material by providing adequate health education, information, equipment, transportation, and staff training in that country too.
I see.
You understand all this, right?
Okay.